Yo, what is going on, everybody? STUDmuffin here. This is going to be part 16 of the Saxon campaign playthrough. I'm out went blank. But yeah, we're going to get right into it here. We're going to end the turn, and we got battles coming right up. The first battle we're going to have is either going to be right here, capturing Salamantica, or somewhere over here with Elswind. So let's just go ahead and end the turn. Get our spy in there. Nice. Spies in Cordoba. Despicable treachery. Looks like our diplomat was bought out. Now, we trained up a assassin here in Londinium. Ooh, he's a natural born assassin. That is actually really good. So the first thing we're going to do is kill the enemy assassin up here. Should give us a crank up on our subterfuge. Yep. Perfect. Now he should be 3. Yep. Rank 3. And then we're going to come down here and kill this guy that got bought out. Traitor.
Out of moves.
Then we'll need another diplomat here, since our diplomat was bought out. What is our candidate for adoption? Rodgar or Ateligus? Where is Ateligus? Right here. A natural born son. He needs another natural born son of his own, so we're going to say no to this. Let's see. Construction. We'll get our construction report knocked out, and we'll be right back for the battle. All right, now we got all of our army here, and get this Frankie. Let's see if we can Frankie. Let's see if we can go ahead and retrain it all, and then we'll hire one more. Should we hire one more unit of levy? Yeah, we'll do that. So now, this is our whole army here under Rolfus, fully trained up, 6 units of cav, and then of course we've got the. Where did we get those 3 chevrons from? Didn't get them. Yeah, we got them from Wotan. Alright, so everything's going to have 3 chevrons here. The archers maybe 4. Yeah, we've got this one unit of Veteranii, and then we've got 4 units of Mercenary Golden Band. We've got 2 units of Chosen Axemen, 2 units of Earth Troops. This is just a jumbled up mix of troops here, but we've got everything we need. We've got 6 units of cav. Going a little heavy on this cav unit. So we're going to push right against the Eastern Roman Empire. We got to go through Lombardy first. But Rolfus is going to head off that giant force that he's got there and meet the Eastern Roman Empire. Let's see if we got any more recruitment. Okay, no more recruitment. So what we're going to do, we got our cav here. We need to go ahead and bring into the navy here. Drop them over here. And send them right up. Now they can join the main force. Eventually. We do have a spy we can go ahead and send up.
At your service.
Can do that.
Leaving the army.
What do they have? A bunch of Kerns with 2 units of Galawas. 1 unit of Hounds of Kalan. So the Hounds of Kalan might be a little bit to worry about, but I don't think so. Should we keep these mercenary Galawases? Not big on the way they look. Not all that strong. They can sap, but why would I want any troops that can sap when I've already got these mercenary golden band that can sap? We're going to skip out on the mercenaries, and eventually we're going to disband one of our cav units here and join up with our other cav. Do you have any good mercenaries we can hire? Ooh, we can hire another Veteranii. Mercenaries, some Sarmatian archers. I'm going to hire their Sarmatian archers. And eventually get 1 more unit, so I'll have 2 of those, and I'll disband the Grail Knights and this other little weak unit of Mounted Nobles. Then join up with my cav down here, and I'll have a full army. Let's send them up, though. I'm not going to wait any longer. So I'll be besieging Dalreda, the first Celtic city, next turn, hopefully. See if we can bribe these guys. 27,000. Jeez. A lot, but I've got so much money I don't know what to do with right now, so not really an issue. Go ahead and keep bolstering up our navy. We've got 1 unit here hiring 1 more, and then we've got another unit for each of these cities we're going to be hiring. It'll be a army of 4 large boats. Go ahead and hire another unit of levy spears here and bring our whole army out. I'm ready to push forward now. Toward Cordoba. Already got our spy in there. Can I reach next turn? Yes, I can. Nice. We'll be besieging that next turn. Now let's go ahead and take our spy here. There we go. Now he has Marcellus Flavius in this city, into the breach, command when assaulting walls. Okay, so he's not got the bonus when defending. Popular hero, +2 morale. Foul mount, +2 morale. Got 3 command. -1 morale. So +3 morale, +3 command. He has no cavalry, so he's not going to get that command bonus. Okay, cool. So he's only going to have 3 command, 3 morale. Nothing crazy. He doesn't have a big garrison. It should be a pretty easy battle here.
Attack! Besieging
Do
settlement.
saps.
Settlement under siege.
3 saps. Plenty. Got our navy here from Rome. Gonna go ahead and bring our navy down here.
Yes, Captain.
And then we can join up with our main force here from Tarentum.
Chief.
They'll be able to load in the boats next turn. Yep.
Forward.
Get our spy in there as well. How old is our faction leader? Cool, he's still pretty young. Take that. Not gonna get any ballistas because everything around us is stone walls at the moment. I wonder what about... Yep, these guys even have stone walls. Alright, let's go ahead and get our new assassin here. Can we kill these guys? Let's try it. If we can rank up here.
He's dead.
Or actually, I think a better, safer rank up option would be to come down here and kill this Roman spy.
Approaches.
I can reach him. Then we can take Ambidextrous here. March further down toward the Huns. We'll be engaging with them next turn. The battle's coming up. Surprised the Huns are still out here. I want to kill all their family members without wiping out their whole entire force. Possible. That will cause them not to. By doing so, they won't be able to board up. Oh, look at this. 2 Roman spies. 85% chance to take this one out. There we go. Talent for assassination. I didn't get any increases, though. It's already 5, rank 5, so that's...
Who shall die this day? Yes, master.
Let's take one of our spies, and we get into Campus Lazyges. Nice. Gotta increase there on the rank as well. They have no generals here. Pretty weak troops. Spy on the Salona there. The gates broke open.
Who shall die?
They're
this
assassinating
day?
the city.
Moving into position.
Gonna have to wait on the Royal Cavalry stables to build up. That way we can afford to, or can have the option to retrain up all of our cav. So that'll be several turns before I can move this army out. Unfortunately. Let's go ahead and build up a little bit of a garrison for this city, though. 2 more turns till I'm able to retrain up all my hearth. Now, can I
will talk.
bribe these guys? Yes, 7,000. Perfect. And I should be able to come down here and bribe these guys. 3,000? Nice. Let's see what rank he is now. 5. Rank 5. The higher your diplomat rank, the cheaper it is to
Sir.
Who
bribe
shall
enemies.
die this day? Closing
Let's rank
for
up.
the kill.
Nice. And I got the rank up.
Yes.
Let's go.
Who shall die this day?
Bring another assassin
As
down.
you wish. Unable to move. Killer waiting for orders.
Bring this assassin
Moving into
here.
position.
Sir.
Assassin
Forward.
ready.
See if we can
Moving
bribe
into
these guys.
position. No more moves.
Awaiting
6,000.
your
Not
command.
bad, not
I
bad.
will talk to them.
Takes a lot of our army, or a lot of our money, rather.
Move out. Unable to move.
Okay, perfect. Let's bring our army over here. Could we garrison them
Lord.
and hurt?
Yes.
Pull the garrison out.
Forward.
Garrison our
Yes.
army in the city.
March.
Now we'll be able to jack the tax rate up. Retrain these guys. And I should be able to deal with that little small Roman force. Nice, we've got construction and recruitment going in every needed or available city that can. And that is a first on this campaign. So we are doing very positive on money. We are bribing rebel armies left and right that are pain in my neck, that are taking a lot of devastation against our income. Look, there is a large Hunnic force here I didn't even see. So there's a large Hun force there, medium force here, another large force here, small garrison. They actually have a decent army.
General.
I'm hoping Ambidextrous can handle it all. Go ahead and end the turn. Fortunately, I know we haven't got a battle yet, but there is one starting before you know it. Candidate for adoption, benefactor Wernick. That means Telgus probably had a child, if he's not the one that's recommended. No, he didn't actually. Wernick. Where's Wernick? Benefactor. Wernick. Right here. Yeah, we're not going to accept that. We want our family lineage to be as blood related as possible for the role playing aspect. Final Olympic Games held. Huh. New family member with Burgess. Gunrod had another son. Perfect. Let's load up our faction leader
Boarding.
in the fleet. Drop them off here.
Yes, Captain.
All ashore.
And we are
Unable
one turn
to
away
move.
from besieging
General.
Syracuse. Let's see if we can get our spy in there while we're here.
At your service. Leading the army.
Spies in.
General.
Aye, Captain.
Attack this navy.
Aye.
Sink them. Perfect.
Unable to.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm wondering.
Yes.
I know this is a bold move, but if we can get all of our cav that has a little bit more movement space besiege the settlement now,
Leaving the army.
okay, and then that'll give us just enough for a
Besieging settlement.
couple ladders. Like so, 4 ladders.
Settlement under siege.
The rest of the army
Yes.
can join up, and we'll have all the siege equipment already built for the siege. Perfect. Just a little extra turn advantage.
On my
Got
way.
our assassin down. Let's build a spy in the area just so we can see the assassin if he's around. Bring our diplomat over to span this rebel army. 10,000. It's not cheap.
My lord.
Gotta rank up though. Eventually I can just disband this army if they keep running away from me. Okay guys, finally a battle. We got Markui here. About to head right in. Don't have any good mercenaries we want to hire at the moment. Let's head right into battle. This is the army that has all the kerns. Only like 3 infantry. I don't have a lot of cav though, unfortunately. That's the only problem at the moment. I don't have nothing much to chase the kerns down with. But we're going to get in it anyway. We're going to take our general and try to kill as many kerns as possible. Hang up all his infantry with ours and just swarm them. Of course, my Saxon Hearth are going to be pretty good defensive against the kerns, so hopefully I won't take too many casualties. Okay, so I'm going to put all my cav on the right flank except for my general, which I've only got a few little cav here, so they're not going to be able to do a whole lot. I'm just going to harass with my archers. And of course, I'm going to send up all my infantry here. I'm not going to use my mercenaries. Send them like so. We walk our archers so they don't run through my formation. And of course, let's pull my cav in behind. Guys, just so you know, there is a new patch out for Rome Total War. And I'm too afraid to download it at the moment with my campaigns I have going at the moment. I would be afraid they would corrupt my save data. But as soon as I get these campaigns down or finished, I'm going to download the patch for my future campaigns. And this patch, it makes Rome Total War run so much smoother. It's the REX patch. If you haven't heard about it, and you have this game, please check it out. It looks to be like the biggest quality of life improvements this game has ever had. It's new. It's for original Rome Total War, modded or unmodded. It's compatible with a lot of mods. So I'm definitely going to be downloading that patch for my future campaigns I upload. And I should be able to go triple speed without any lag. That's going to be huge. Just the overall quality of life improvements for the game is going to be so much better. I think it even makes the AI better. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong about that. But I'm just really excited for it. It's going to make campaigns so much smoother. Let's go ahead and break out a shield wall attack. Sounds pulling in here. Wipe. There we go. All my archers. Concentrate on them. Shield wall. Up. Now you guys charge. And horse archers target fire these guys. Now I'm going to get my general up. And fire on whoever is closest. So I'm going to basically keep my archers right behind my line here. These guys are going to soak up all the Kern's damage, all the Kern's missiles. And my archers are just going to pelt him because I have the range superiority there. And my 2 little units of cav here are just going to harass. Nice. The Gallowasses are distracted, focusing on my horse archers. So we will take that. Go ahead and run down the slope. These Gallowasses are pretty much wiped. My Grail Knights have routed. It's fine. My general should be able to handle these guys pretty easy. Be able to just get all the kills with my general here. Taking a few casualties. Go ahead and chase these guys down. Let's get up the slope. I might use 1 unit just for reinforcement there on the infantry, just in case I need them. Make sure you target those Gallowasses. That's all I care about. Trumpet. Used a lot of casualties there. Rush up the slope. They are distracted. General's in the back there, so hopefully he'll stay safe. Now there goes the infantry. That was actually perfect. I'm so glad I brought those guys up. They're going to come in handy big time. Forward. I'm going to block these guys' escape. Just these little 4 Grail Knights are preventing these guys from routing. That literally worked out perfect. And you guys rush down. If I can just kill enough of these guys where they can't route back and recover, that's all I care about. Perfect.
The enemy warlord shows his worth. Nothing.
Enough of those guys.
Any of our warriors
Now I
would
can
die
run down
rather
here.
than run.
I don't want to over-focus too much on one routed unit because it'll prevent me from taking other units, and I'll utterly get less kills that way. So I just want to hit the bulk of the guys, make sure they don't have enough to retreat back and repair, but not over-focus on one unit like 100% of, because I only need to destroy like 80% or some sort of percentage that's pretty high in order to prevent the enemy from retreating back.
This is no longer a battle, this is a hunt.
Okay, that's enough of them.
Coward chase.
Perfect. That worked out. I'm so excited to see my stats on this battle.
Victory.
All right, moment of truth. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Almost 40 casualties, almost 2,000 kills. That was a massacre. I'll take that. So glad I brought that Hearth unit up. That made the difference.
Victory!
Dubs in the comments. Dubs in the comments right now. That was sick. All right, let's go ahead and march forward. They did drop off a unit or a army here, but they have gold weapon upgrades.
Forward! Out of move!
98% chance. Let's go ahead and do that. Their faction leaders there. Tons of command bonus. Doesn't have any morale bonus though. Thank goodness. The famous warrior gives him +1. Okay, the druid gives him +1 as well. He's got ancillaries for that. Still not crazy though. +5 command. Gets no attack bonus. No defense bonus that I've seen. This guy, Cat Macadog, tagged, something like that. Can't pronounce that. Very good. Yeah, kind of a weak army to be honest. Nothing crazy. They've got a few Gallowasses. They don't have any more Hands of Clan. More skirmish cab than anything. These guys should be able to make it. Yeah, oh, perfect. I'm perfect in range with my cav to support. I'm going to disband my Grail Knights. on next turn, just so I have room for all 4 of these guys. Because 4 Girl Knights, what's 4 going to do? And they came in handy that battle, but can't retrain them once they're
You shall die this day.
injured.
He won't hear a
Okay, that's
thing.
not the right one.
He's
This guy's the right one. Let's just kill this guy first, though, because we know we're going to get that kill. It's 95% chance. And that gave us the rank up, and now we should have a greater chance of killing the traitor.
Ready.
We've got 6 boats in this army now, so that's good. Do we have the weapons? We do, so let's go ahead and retrain our ships here, get the
Yes, Captain.
armor bonus on them. Okay, we got these ships here I just built.
Boats
I
ready.
bring over
Aye, Captain. Out of
Massilia, train up one more ship in Massilia. That'll be a fleet of 6. Just to, I don't know if I've got enough space or not. So if you look, the way you can always tell, so the green here, this is actually really important, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to quick save and do an example just to be sure I'm right here, because I could be wrong. So when you click attack a city the following turn and your movement shows like 2 or 3 turns ahead, and you're able to see your movement range if you're able to attack the city here, like this little green line. The way you know if your army's fully actually going to be able to reach or not, because these little red splotches here doesn't actually prove that you can besiege it this turn. It just says your army will be in range of the city. But the way you can tell is you should be able to see the arrow continue to the center of the town. You see this little bit of red right here, a little bit of red. That's the same arrow that is connected to this line. And if that arrow is red, I don't think you can actually besiege the city that turn you attacked. And I'm going to see if I'm right on that right here.
destroy.
Yep, see, I'm out of range slightly. So the way you always want to mitigate that is when you 2 or 3 turns in advance when you attack a city with your army, and then you see the movement range and you see that little bit of redness in the center of that city there, then you know you're slightly out of range. So take your cav first, attack the city with your cav. That'll ensure that you get the siege, you're in range, and your army's still in range to go outside the city, which means they can join up with your cav. Now your whole army has besieged the city, and that's like a movement hack. You always want to take advantage of that when you can. I've made a short about this already and posted it, but I'll probably upload this again because it's so important. Not a lot of people know about it, so that's actually really cool. Make sure you can take advantage of that when you're able to. And that will allow us to take the city a turn early. So, heck yeah. We had the spy in there, and we weren't able to break the gates, unfortunately. And 5 rams is probably overkill, but we're going to build it anyway. Spy was kicked out of the city this turn, but we already have our siege equipment built.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do this siege. Okay, I'm not actually going to use my whole army for this battle. I'm only going to use possibly 3 Saxon Hearth, maybe 5. I've got 2 extra up here to run into the city if I need to. Unfortunately, I don't think any of this army are on these sections of the walls where my saps are going to break through. I won't get any extra kills that way. They've got 2 units of comitatenses, unit of archers, 2 units of Limitagne, more in this town center there. Mistaken. Of course, their general cav. Oh, there's the other Limitagne. No, that's the Federati. Okay. 1 Limitagne, 1 Federati, 2 comitatenses, 1 archer, 1 general. That's the only thing in the army. So 3 units of Hearth and my cav general should be able to wipe, but I might have the 2 come in just for backup and just to get better KD ratio. Nice. There goes the walls. We're able to fully break through. Now we're going to march our units right up. Boom. I was hoping that the enemy would run in front of the walls there, so some of them would get killed. Because the walls falling can fall on enemy troops and kill them. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this unit in. Flank there. Cav will probably be triggered. Chase forward. If they do, that will trigger that will basically leave their archers open. Attack. Okay. Here's the comitatenses. Walk them in. We want to fight them in this area if possible. That way I can't take any tower damage from the gateway. That tower's too out of range anyway. I don't want to be baited in too far. Let's just attack this way. let's creep over to the archers. We'll attack the general here. Go ahead and break out of shield wall. Charge in. Break out of shield wall. Attack the general. Attack. Well, guys, just found out. I was almost completely out of storage before I started this video, and so now I ran out of storage before I was even able to complete that battle. But good news is there wasn't much I did after this battle, and I was already finished. So really, you just missed the tail end, which was the end of the siege. We besieged Salamantica with the army of Coonrod here. We were able to take it, lost a few of the Saxon hearth and a little bit of my bodyguard. That was pretty much basically it. The casualties, I killed about 800 something men, lost about 500 casualties. But I was able to take that settlement and kill everything in it. And of course, I'm starting a communal farm, repairing the walls and starting a garrison. But other than that, what I did the whole entire playthrough, or the whole entire part of this playthrough, just a little recap here. So I was able to besiege Corduba with the Telgus here, and got the spy in the city. And then of course took Salamantica with Coonrod. And then other than that, up north, I've got my army with Mercurii here, and I have his cavalry on the way to reinforce, which they will both be able to besiege Dalreda, unless Catmadag decides to battle me here before my cav can reinforce. But either way, I am pushing into Celtica. And then, of course, I've got my army in Vicus Frankii here, or Frankie, under Herolfus. We have his army 100% completed. We just got to move out with his army, which I will be doing now. But if we need to go ahead and actually, before I do that, on the start of the next part, I will be moving him and his cav out because the Vandals decided to besiege me here. The remainder of their family members, this will destroy the faction if we're able to kill them. But yeah, that will be in the beginning of the next part. So the army here under my faction heir Alswind came back to Crenuntum here for retraining. Next turn, I'll be able to retrain up all my hearth. I'll be able to bring all the hearth from here over under Wernick over to Crenuntum as well for retraining. And then a few turns, I'll be able to retrain up him some more cav here. Other than that, I've got several diplomats and spies and assassins going everywhere trying to do some cool little sobertier or some assassination attempts or whatever. I've got my army that I loaded into my ships and took down here under my faction heir to besiege Syracuse. I'll be taking that city next turn. I've got an army right here under Agandextrius, and at the beginning of the next part, I'll be battling the Huns. So they have a large army here, they have an army here and here, and then of course the garrison there at Salona have their port besieged. But this is the remainder of the Huns. So hopefully this one army under Agandextrius can handle it. They got some really strong hearth troops here and some good armor and weapon upgrades for all those men. They were trained in Rome. So yeah, I think that is all my armies. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this part. Sorry that you missed out on the rest of that siege battle there. I know it's kind of a shorter part because of that. But if you did and you want to support the channel, drop a like and a comment. And if you want to keep up with when I drop my videos, then definitely subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way you know when my videos drop and you don't miss out. And then, of course, if you guys want to catch me, I'll be streaming constantly, streaming almost every day, especially later around 10, 11 o'clock. So catch me on my streams, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. God bless. Bye.